Okay, so welcome to our Japanese class. Today we have a special lesson today. So if you haven't visited our page, please go to Satoshisensei. Okay, so in order for you to get more lessons and be updated with our free Japanese classes online. Okay, welcome to my page again to Satoshi Tajiri. Okay, Digital Japanese Class Satoshi Tajiri. Okay, so today, can you recognize what what is this one? Okay, okay, that's right. So this is actually Pokemon. So if you have you tried to play this game before? Have you tried? Okay. Do you have some memories of this game? Okay. So I play a lot of Pokemon. Okay. So I have a lot. It's even from starting from a Pokemon Black and White, and until now, I'm still playing. So can we play a sound? I want maybe let's recall our childhood with this music. Okay, so there you go. So can you recall if you play this game? Who was your favorite Pokemon when you play with this one? Who was the toughest gym leader for you? Okay, so let's go in this lesson. But this time we are not going to play Pokemon, but we will study the Japanese word that is involved here. Okay, first, let's go first with this character on the top. Okay, or those who can read, okay, with this character, okay, how to read this one, okay, okay, very good. So that is Pokemon, okay, Pokemon. How about this one? Hi, we have our best friend, our yellow monster. We have Pikachu, Pikachu. Okay, so let's try to read this one. The first line here. Okay, how to read this line? Okay, the first line. How to read that one? Okay. How about the second line? Let's try to read. Okay, so let's go now. So we have our 最初から始める。最初から始める。Then we have 設定を変える。設定を変える。Let's go with our vocabulary. We have first our 最初, okay, meaning beginning. から it's from. Okay, from. Then 始める it means to begin. So we have 最初から始める. It's like playing the game. It's saying to begin a new game. To begin a new game. 最初から始める. Then we have our set. It means settings. Settings. Then we have our particle what that indicates a direct object of the action because we want to have is the settings is our direct object. Sete. And then follow with our kaeru. It means to change. So it means like to change the settings or technically the options. 最初から始める。設定を変える. Can you read one more? This kanji. Let's have. Okay, one more. Okay, very good. Okay. So we are now in new game and then option. So I'm excited to teach this one. Or am I excited to play this game? Okay, so let's find out who will be our Pokemon in this lesson or in this game instead. Okay, can you read this one? Okay, one more. Doing good. Last one. Can you speak louder? Okikoe de hanashite kudasai. Very good. Okay. So we have Hajimemashite, Pokemon no sekai e yokoso. Okay. Hajimemashite, Pokemon no sekai e yokoso. Okay. So we have our word Hajimemashite. It means how do you do, or I'm glad to meet you. So Professor Oak, that is his statement to you to welcome in the Pokemon world. Then we have our Pokemon, okay, our pocket monsters. Sekai, it means the world. Then we have our A, it means towards, towards, okay. So he like saying to you, say to us like, welcome, this is towards the Pokemon world, okay. So for example, I want to write a letter to Kasumi, I will put A at the end, two, okay, A is two, remember, two, okay. So for example, Kasumi-chan e, konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? Satoshi Yori. Okay. So if I will put from, I will put Yori. Yori. Let's continue with our vocabulary. We have our yokoso. It means welcome. Nice to meet you. So like Professor Oak is saying this whole word to us. Let's try to read this one with kanji. Okay, can you read this one? One more. Very good. Hajimemashite. Pokemon no sekai e yokoso. One more. Hajimemashite. Pokemon no sekai e yokoso. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Pokemon world. How about this one? Let's try half first with the kanji. Can you read this one? I'll give you, let's pause the video and let's try to read this one. Okay, so I hope you take a time to review that kanji and try. If you are not able to answer, don't worry, don't feel about it. We are still learning about that. So let's try to learn the words that we have from our professor. Okay, so this is what she said. What are the vocabs that we have? First, we have watashi, it means I. Then no, it means the indicate of possession, okay? The next one is namae, okay? Namae, it means name, name. Then we have our wa indicates our topic particle marker. Okido, okay? We have his name is O, Professor O, okay? Then minna, it's for everyone. Okay, so we don't say minasan, okay? But we can say minna, minasan, and minasama. Okay, so remember this one. We don't say minasan, okay? Minna, minasan, and or minasama. Okay. So if you're the first time to meet someone, you use better minasan, okay? But if you're like a little bit close with your friends, you can use already mina. But if more polite, you can use minasama, very polite. Okay, so let's go with our kara. Kara, it means from, then Pokemon, our pocket monster. Then we have our hakase. It's like professor, doctor, okay. So we have our hakase. Then to is we are using a lot of usage for this one, but this time we will use to, use for quoting or thought or speech for a name. Then we have our shitao, okay, to yearn, to long, to pine, to means to love dearly, to adore, to follow, or idolize. So like to be named as this one. But this one, if we're going back, we use the passive form. Okay, how to use the passive form? Or when do we use the passive form? In Japanese, a sentence is usually more polite when it is less direct. For example, it is more polite to refer to someone by his or her name and not by the direct pronoun you. It is also more polite to ask a negative question than on a positive one. For example, if you want to invite someone instead of tabemasu, okay, tabemasho, it's better to say tabemasen ka, tabemasen ka. So don't worry about that. We will have a different lessons about our invitation. So please stay tuned with our lessons about the invitations. In a similar sense, using the passive form, it makes the sentence less direct because the subject does not directly perform the action. This it makes sound more polite. Okay, so once we use our passive, we're able to create more polite sound. So let's have with our verb. In verb, there are actually three groups, but let's start first with our group one. I will discuss with you the group one for today. I will discuss the second and third group for our future lessons. Let's go with our group one verb. Let's end with you line. For example, we have hanasu, to talk, okay, or to speak, okay. Kaku, to write. Then nomu is to drink. So all of those verbs are ends with u. But we have special verbs that even they're in u line, they are still counted as group one. So stay tuned for our future lessons about that lessons. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe to our channel in order for you to be updated for the new lessons. So let's go first with our group one verb, okay? So let's go. In order for us to make it to a passive form, we change u to areru, areru. So we have hanasu, it will become drop u, then change to areru, we will have hanaseru. Kaku, it will become kakareru, kakareru. Nomu, we will have nomareru. Utao, but we have actually verbs that are special that don't follow with this rule. For single u, we have to change it to wareru, wareru. So like in this example, we have utao, okay, that doesn't have a next consonant, but we have instead u, okay. Then if the next letter is already like vowel, like this one, we have vowel a, we will not follow that rule instead. What we will do is we will drop u, okay, and we will change it to instead to wareru. We change it to wareru. So for example, uta, then it will become uta wareru. Ka wareru. A wareru. So for example, our shitao, it will become, send your answer. What is it? Let's drop u, then we're going to add wareru. So it will become one more. Okay, so we will have our shita, shita wareru, shita wareru. Hai, yoko dekimashita. Clap yourself. Okay, great job. Okay, then we have our oru. Okay, it means our kenjog word, our humble word of saying to be. Okay, to be. So instead of imas that we use, we have our orimas. Orimas. This is a humble word because he's a professor, so he's humbling himself even he's in the high position already or a good status. Then we use yo at the sentence end to indicate certainty and emphasis. So let's try to read now. We have all of those words, okay? But let's go first with the te form. Te form, we can use te form to link two thoughts or phrases together or to let a sentence trail off without finishing it. When combined with other auxiliary verbs and patterns, te form can do anything. So for example, our verb 1 of shitawareru and our verb 2 of oru, we're going to combine it. What we will do is drop the ru, then adding te. So we will form our shitawarete oru. Shitawarete oru. So let's try to read this one. Let's pause the video and understand again the words. Okay, so I hope you're able to review all the kanjis and the words that we have. Let's try to read it now. So if we're forming this word, watashi no namae wa Okida, mina kara wa Pokemon hakase to shitawarete oru yo, oru yo. So like saying here, my name is Poke, Everyone call me the Professor O. Okay, so that's it for our lesson of our Pokemon lesson today. Let's see the next adventure that we will have. What kind of Pokemon are we going to get? Can you suggest in the comment box what nickname should I give to my first Pokemon that I will get for Professor O? Ja, Mina, see you in the next session. Mina, matai masho.